So just you'll find Kendall will direct you.
Anne Arundel County.
And see, it's on the other side where I host Grown Folks Conversation. I'm not going to give them a plug until they sponsor the show.
Got it.
But I will say their food is awesome. You do not feel like you are missing anything.
Right.
I personally feel. Their lasagna, you ain't talking lasagna. One day, let me tell you a story. I came down there. It was a Friday. And the guy said he had my order. I said, okay. I looked up. He had scraped and gave away my lasagna. And it was the end of the night. I was about to get, I was so, that's
I
how.
remember that
I
night.
remember
you remember that night?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
remember that night.
People fighting over
Yeah.
this
I
finished
would
lasagna.
Did
But-
you cause a ruckus?
Yeah.
She sure did.
I mean, I'm not trying to get you to give secrets
want a
away.
recipe.
I understand.
I
No,
know.
seriously,
I
I
see.
understand
I see.
secrets with recipes and whatnot. But like when I make lasagna, I use the whole wheat noodle or something
Yeah.
like that.
We use a whole wheat noodle, but we make our own cheese. We make the cheese from scratch,
So
but it has no dairy in it whatsoever.
Oh, so you almost, when I say this, don't take it the wrong way, but I
I'm
worked for
taking
a
it.
synagogue for 3 years.
Okay.
So they do a lot of non-dairy,
Yeah.
carve, and all of that stuff.
Yeah, the kosher type
yeah, the
stuff.
kosher-
Yeah,
kosher.
I mean, it's basically kosher because you're not mixing. I mean, there's
You're
no
not
dairy.
mixing your dairy with your meat.
Well, there's
You
no
don't have
dairy.
meat.
There's no dairy, and
And
there's
no
no
meat.
meat. So, it's kosher off the bat. Yeah, I know, right? I know we do. I know we've had a couple people say that too. But yeah,
You could.
But I mean, we use it's all seasoning. It's all we make our sauces from scratch. So the barbecue rib tips, we use our own homemade barbecue sauce. We make that from scratch. And the whole goal was to really get African Americans into eating a healthier diet because, we knew if I just put quinoa and tempeh on the menu, like, okay, yeah, the vegetarians will come down and eat it, which is great. But we wanted to expose it to our people and give them the opportunity to eat healthy and introduce them to this lifestyle. So that's why, kind of Naja pitched that idea to me, and I kind of ran with it because it was a great way to get into the community's head and just offer them some food. So
Yeah,
Okay,
and I
well-
have to say it is very good because
I-
I took my
I
husband down
believe
there.
you.
My husband has to be the
experiment with
most
food. I went to a
pickiest
vegetarian-
eater ever. And when he went down and he was looking at it, I said, well, let's just try it. And he actually really, really liked
Well,
it.
I think what got me was when I went to a vegetarian restaurant and I didn't see it because I was dating a guy
Right.
who looked like him, so I wasn't paying attention. You know what I'm saying? And
You
the
was-
food had parentheses around it, but all I saw was, oh, they got catfish? What? And then he was like, no, baby, it's not. It's not the catfish that you think it is. So I'm like, well, what is it? And he wouldn't tell me. So the only thing I ended up with that night was greens and ginger beer.
Wow.
He had to take me to Ruby Tuesdays. I'm sorry. Because, I mean, he couldn't explain to me. All I
Right.
want you to do is explain to me what I'm
Right.
eating. It's like baba ganoush. Tell me what is baba ganoush,
oh
and I'll
yeah,
eat it.
eggplant.
Right.
We find that a lot in the
Eggplant.
community. They want
Baba
to know
ganoush
exactly
is
what they
number
eat.
eggplant.
But see, no one could explain that to me at
Yeah.
this
Baba
kosher
ganoush
wedding
is-
and Mediterranean menu that they had.
Baba ganoush is the truth.
Okay.
But
All
anyway,
right.
anyway, I got-
Anyway.
it might. I mean, we get a lot of. I mean, we take suggestions from
See what you
people,
started,
and we're
April.
constantly
I know.
upgrading the menu. So we constantly have new stuff that are coming out. I did a spicy cooked kale and some of the lentil stews, the different soups that we do. But I want you to come down, and
I'm
we'll
gonna
let you
have- I'm
taste
gonna
that. We'll
come
let
down.
you taste test what we have out on the line that day.
I'm a,
So-
We'll
Thing I'ma
do a
is
woman's
try the
talk.
greens. I don't eat macaroni and cheese from anybody.
Hey, shit, we'll do
Because
a
I don't
women's
like
talk
macaroni and
group. Go down there. And,
Okay, we
Okay.
can
Yeah,
do
come
that.
on down, hang
Do you
out.
sell alcoholic beverages? Or is it BYOB?
we gonna have to
We're
bring
not
that.
gonna air
Okay?
that. I'm gonna
Actually-
give you the wink, wink.
To be honest with you, I mean, we have a little happy hour coming up on Tuesday, centered around environmental justice, because part of the Land of Kush is not just a restaurant; it's a social entity as well. So we want to be involved in social things, and we're actually Naja and I are getting ready to start the nonprofit portion of the Land of Kush, and we're going to be focusing on vegetarian food, urban farming, environmental issues, animal rights. But we're having a happy hour Tuesday from 6 to 8. I would definitely invite you to come down. I'll have some specialty drinks for
Weather
you.
permitting, I'll
Weather
come because we're
permitting.
supposed to have a snowstorm.
Yeah,
on
it's going to be
Tuesday.
a little trickle here and there. No
I
snowstorm.
live in Anne
Okay,
Arundel County.
okay.
I live in Harford County, so
Yeah.
we got like 12 inches
But I
already.
wanna ask you a couple questions, too.
Okay.
Can I ask
Sure. Sure.
Was it Roger? Ronald
Ronald, get
Fitzgerald.
his name right.
When you say that you do financing 101, you do bookkeeping, and how, do you go in and do you when they come in for your services? What is the first thing they tell them? Tell them they come in with a book like this. Will you? I mean, seriously, because you have some people who are not great record keepers. Do you tell them how long? In business, you have to keep your records a certain number of years. Do you explain that to them? It's sort of like you have to keep your own personal records. So yeah. So what would be that?
Yeah, I mean the most common thing that I see is the shoebox full of receipts. That's the most common thing that everybody has. Everybody has either the shoebox full of receipts or they don't have the receipts at all. That's the most common thing. So I work with people and try to set up parameters for them to be able to hold themselves and their business accountable for managing their finances, whether it's a monthly or quarterly, and I go over those things with them depending on where they are. But yes, that's the most common thing that I do see is people that have nothing together.
Okay. Would a spreadsheet be like if people keep like I have to keep my father's medical bills together for the end of the year, and I do it on a spreadsheet because he pays everything with a check. You know what I mean? So is that acceptable, or like the neat desk, should that?
I'll tell you, anything is acceptable from the IRS's standpoint. The IRS wants you to have proof. So anything that is proof of what you have is acceptable to start. Spreadsheets are good. Excel is good. I am also a QuickBooks Pro advisor, so I recommend QuickBooks software. I use all different versions of it, online, desktop, but a simple Excel is good. You can go to Staples and buy a simple receipt journal there and just kind of keep track of them that way. So there are a number of ways that you can do it, and I try to show people the most cost-effective ways that they can do it from whatever solution they want to get. It can get expensive, but like I said, you can find yourself a basic Excel spreadsheet, or you can find yourself, they have free software as well. If you need something that's specifically for your billing, specifically for your invoicing, specifically for your expenses, you can get software that's specifically for that for free nowadays for a lot of things. So you can kind of put together solutions for people that will help them manage their business.
One last question. When say a person comes to you and they've been audited, how can you assist them?
Well, definitely the first thing is to review, where they've been, and to look at their return for how serious it is and what the IRS is requesting of them. If they need representation, then we provide representation for them. For the IRS, if they need to do amended returns, then we can do amended returns for them. So it really just depends on how in-depth it is. For instance, I'm working with a lady coming up right now. She's being audited for 6 years. Straight. So she's being audited from 2007 all the way up until right now. So it depends on how elaborate the situation is. We go back as far as need be, and we'll file amended returns. Amended returns is an excellent way to prevent a lot of that. One thing that you can do with your tax returns is get them checked over for free by whoever is doing your taxes. So get them checked over for free and get them looked at, get multiple opinions on your tax returns, and that will help prevent some of the audits that people are going through randomly from the IRS. Sure. I am Finance 101. You can find me on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter and online. I am located right on Charles Street down here in Baltimore, located locally. Once again, that's Finance 101. My name is Ron Fitzgerald. I can be reached at 410-205-5321.
Okay.
Land of Kush. Find us at 840 North Utah Street, Baltimore, Maryland, 410-225-5874. Find us on the web, www.landofkush.com. Find us on Facebook, The Land of Kush, Twitter, at The Land of Kush, and Instagram, at The Land of Kush.
All right. So I want to thank you guys for coming in
Thank you.
and talking to us about your business. And we will be down there.
Come on down. Come on down.
We're going to be down here to check out some of the soul food. All right, y'all. We're going to jump into a quick music break. But when we come back, we're going to get into more of our business. And I know you've been waiting because everybody's been hitting me on Facebook about our dilemma question. So once we come back, we're going to get into all of that. All right, y'all. Keep it locked.
Everybody get up. ass too. Swag on them when you drag casual. I mean, it's almost unbearable. In 100 years, not there would I pull up on side that you pay me back. Nothing like your leg guy, he too square for you. He don't smack me, say that pull your hair like that. So I just watch and wait for you to salute and chew dip pimp. Not many women can refute dip pimp, and I'm a nice guy, but don't get it confused. Dip pimp. Shake it up, get down, get up. Do it like it hurt, like it hurt. What you don't like work? Hey, baby, can you breathe? I got this from Jamaica. It always works for me. Dakota to Decatur. No more pretending, 'cause now you're winning. Here's our beginning. I always wanted a good girl. I know you want it. I know you want it. I know you want it. Good girl. Can't let it get past me. Not far from plastic. Talking about getting blasted. Blurred lines. I know you want it. I know you want it. Oh, yeah, yeah. But you're a good girl. The way you grab me, must wanna get nasty. Go ahead, get at me. Everybody get up. Everybody get up.
In the year 2014, WPBRadio.com is up to its same old tricks, giving you a chance to win concert tickets for all the big shows in the DMV. And on Thursday night, January 30th, it's the incredible sound of Michelle Indigeo Cello. One night only at Ramset on Stage in Annapolis. And WPBRadio.com has all of your free tickets. All you got to do is crack the prize vault. Log on WPBRadio.com, enter your name and a phone number, and then get ready for your chance to win tickets to see Michelle Indigeo Cello. Thursday night, January 30th at Ramset on Stage in Annapolis. Good luck from your online music choice, WPBRadio.com.
Hello. Good morning. Let's go. Let's go. Hello. Come on. Good morning. Hello. Good morning. Know you've been waiting. Tim for it. 'Cause I see you watching. So let's go. Let's get it poppin'.
If I be leaning on the bar, looking cleaner than the sun, and these bars won't give me my pride. 25 on the bank, I've been stunting on it. When they mad 'cause the beat won't stop.
Got your boyfriend feeling like a groupie.
You know we on that.
Stand like this, looking like a movie.
You know we on that.
And everybody know who the truth is.
You know we on that.
I know 'cause I'm blowing on that movie.
You know we on that.
Hello, good morning, how you doing? What the move here? Welcome to the future, I'm the captain of the cool kids. The revolution's never been televised. Great booty, better thighs, I ain't wanna tell her bye. First I tell her hi, then I give her one and let her fly. Never tell a lie, tonight you couldn't find a better guy. King shoot, fly to anyone you been seen with. Gangsta distinguished, cool as a penguin. Got a team of them, money feel free to bring with. G5, wait and fly away at my convenience. You sing tip, checking in a 5-star suite with some 5-star freaks, getting high all week. Catch me in the week, hours of the night when y'all sleep. In a fast car, super bad broads, back seat. That's me, see I'm nothing nice. A couple nights to the moon, say goodbye in the sun, greeting us like hello. Good morning. Let's go, let's go. Hello. Come on. Good morning. Hello. Good evening. You blow. You fiending. 'Cause you know that you really need it. And I'm the one that you wanna be with. But right now, baby, you dreaming. Wake up and turn the lights on.
'Cause I'm leaning on the bar, looking cleaner than the sun. And these bars won't give me my pride. 25 on the bank, I've been stunting on it. When they mad 'cause the beat won't stop.
Got your boyfriend feeling like a groupie.
You know we on that.
Stand like this, looking like a movie.
You know we on that.
And everybody know who the truth Good morning. Let's work. Hello. Hey, yeah, turn me up a little bit more. I don't think they can hear me. Check this out. Bad boy. Let's work. Come on, let's work. Don't stop, let's rock, let's work. Make it feel good to the next work. Don't stop, I see it, let's work. It's that dirty money. How fly is he? Your baby mama cry for me like Jodeci. Let's go. So how you not notice me? Pull up to the club in the coldest V. Literally cold. Little did he know how that did he flow. How that did he go so hard like a crowbar, still getting dough. Whoa. Yeah, I like this. Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Nothing can save you. It's that dirty money. Got your boyfriend feeling like a groupie.
You know we on that.
Stand like this, looking like a movie.
You know we on that.
And everybody know who the truth is.
You know we on that.
I know 'cause I'm blowing on that movie.
You know we on that.
Hello. Good morning. Let's go, let's rock. Hello. Come on. Good morning. Hello. Hello. Hello.
It's the cast of Women's Talk. Each and every Friday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's funny, entertaining, and very controversial. It's a little something for the ladies. Women's Talk on WPBRadio.com.
All right, WPB Radio. Go classic, old school, smooth jazz, and R&B. Don't forget to go to our website and sign up for the Crack the Vote prize promotion where you can win tickets to see Rochelle Farrell. And I think the next show that's coming up is Michelle Indigocello, and she's going to be in town January 30th. So you want to get tickets, Rams Head.
What?
Yeah.
That is my song. I love Michelle.
Yeah. With the rain,
Yes.
Boyfriend,
I've seen her before at Rams Head in Annapolis. And
Okay.
That's awesome.
That's where she's
gonna be.
Is
there.
it? She's gonna be back
She's
down
gonna be
there?
in yeah.
Is that your boyfriend? It wasn't last night.
Oh.
If it wasn't the man I took, you know what I'm saying? It was somebody.
You know what?
Oh, all right. Okay. Don't worry, y'all. I know you've been hitting me on Facebook. We are definitely going to get into our dilemma question tonight.
Yes,
okay,
Lord,
so
it's
just
blowing
hold tight. All right, but next we have Tiara Hill Link, and she is the owner of the Bella Weave Boutique.
Ooh.
So I know we talked a little bit off air, but tell everybody a little bit about your boutique.
Hello, everyone. We are a full-service salon, but we specialize in hair weaves and hair extensions, hair replacement. We're located off of Ricestown Road, 9121 Ricestown Road in Owens Mills. We also have hair at the salon that you can purchase. We have Indian, Brazilian, Eurasian, and Peruvian hair for sale. So check us out on Instagram, Bella's Weave Boutique, Twitter, Bella's Weave. Our website is bellasweaveboutique.com. You can also purchase the hair online at our website, and we'll ship it out to you.
Cutting out the
What is
middleman.
Eurasian?
That's right.
What is Eurasian hair?
Eurasian hair is a mixture of European and Asian hair.
Oh,
I figured
It's
that. I
a
just
very
wanted to hear
nice
you say that.
texture of hair.
really? Now I'm looking at it. Your prices are really
Very
not that
reasonable.
bad. I have paid some money for hair.
I paid 3 times the amount that you have,
Woo.
and I had raggedy hair.
If
We
my
try to keep
husband
it
only knew how
reasonable.
much I paid for hair.
And the kitchen part of it napped up in a week.
Oh, no, not at Bella's Weave Boutique.
Yeah.
But I'm
See-
gonna have to go to Bella's Weave Boutique
Now-
and put that to the challenge.
now,
'cause that was my
Come
biggest
on
challenge.
over. We're
with
waiting
weave.
for you.
Now I know we
I
had
can't
this
even have
discussion,
nothing
but
to
you
say on this
never
conversation.
ever buy hair in the store.
Oh, no, never.
I
Ever.
learned that
Ever.
early on.
Ever.
Why
Well,
not?
see, I didn't know that. Why not?
Hair store is processed. The hair that we have at the salon is virgin hair, so it's not processed. No chemicals in it. It's straight from the person's head. So, no, it's very good though.
Yeah, it's actually very, very true. Because
It
when I started, I actually started like probably a few months ago. I started wearing because my hair started thinning. So I said, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and do the weave thing. And I learned very early on, not to get it out of the store. And the lady I used to go to in Bowie, she actually sold hair too, and she showed me the difference.
And it was a big difference.
It was
right?
a huge difference. She said, "You're gonna pay the money,
and it's worth it
Right.
because you can reuse the hair for at least 3 or 4 installs. Which
Right.
the hair we recommend you use it for at least a year. So you realize you're paying more, but you're actually getting your money's worth because you're not you don't have to keep replacing it with the store-bought hair.
Right.
You can keep reusing the same hair.
That's true.
All right, so I have a question about the whole process. So when you're talking about, it looks like 12 inches.
Yes.
And these are inches. So say I want to come in and get a weave. So when I buy 12 inches, I'm buying inches from top to bottom,
Yes.
right?
Mhm.
Okay. So how many pieces am I buying for?
You're gonna buy for a full weave. We recommend 3 bundles.
So that's 3 of the inches.
3 of the 12 inches.
Okay.
3 bundles of the 12 inch.
And that includes
Or
you
actually,
sewing
we
it.
actually recommend you to get 3 different, so it can be a layered look, which will look fuller as well.
See, I want to.
Unless you have a small head like mine, I have
Yeah,
to get
then
2
you'll probably
bundles.
just
No,
need
I have
2.
a huge head. Like
My head is extremely large.
I got a huge
So
head.
I'm gonna need a
that's
12,
like 3
14,
sizes.
16, and an 18.
No, but like I'm really interested, and because I know that like a lot of women get weaves to like be able to exercise and stuff like that, and just far be it from me. If anybody looks at me, I will not be exercising with said hair. I just, necessarily I want something different.
Right.
But I really want to try a bob, like something short without cutting my hair, which terrifies me. But I do want to freak my kids out by coming home with like a short, sassy cut and seeing how it works before I cut my natural hair.
Tell
Come on over.
Tell them why you really want to come home with a bob.
Yeah.
Not for the
That
kids.
is not for the kids.
Happy you gonna have a new
You
wife
want
in
to
a
bring
minute.
Lola out.
You
Yeah.
wanna,
For your
Right.
man.
boy, y'all been giving me nicknames left and right.
Oh,
so
that's my nickname. You can't have it.
you know
Yes,
what?
we
I'll
do
be working on a
excellent bobs.
nickname. But okay, cool. So I
Follow us on Instagram, Bella's Weave Boutique. That's where the most of our pictures are.
All right, so when I come in here
Very
with my
good
bob
pictures.
ladies,
I'm gonna call you KL Boogie for
No,
real.
she's been
Yeah.
to Bella's
Yeah.
Weave Boutique.
Okay.
I
So
like that.
now the flyer that you have, if they bring the flyer in, they get 10% off.
Yes.
Okay. Cool. So do you post a lot of your work, what you do?
Yes, on
You do?
Instagram. We try to post every day on Instagram because it's the most convenient. We're getting better with Twitter and with Facebook, but Instagram is where you'll find the most
Well,
pictures.
I'm gonna tell you the
Right.
easiest way to do that is connect your Instagram to your
my
Facebook
Twitter
and
and my
Twitter.
Instagram.
So when you
But
do
you
It
know,
posts
when they so
everywhere.
you
busy,
do
I just
all
try to
of them.
hurry up and
But
post
it's just
real quick.
if you keep it there. When
Yeah.
you pull it up, when you go to post, it should automatically have it blue for Instagram,
Instagram
and
and
Twitter.
Twitter.
Right.
And then you
It'll
can
be
add
on all
Instagram,
3.
Twitter, Tumblr, and Flickr and hit everybody at once.
Right.
Like boom.
Right.
Right.
well, I do have to say your hair looks great. Do you have
Thank you. This is
a Bella
I
Bella
sure
weave?
do.
She
I
better.
sure do. Wouldn't go anywhere else.
Bella better
So
have
this
a
is
Bella.
the Indian
No, it
hair.
looks good.
It's 20 and 22 inch, and it's right now, as you can see, I just wetted and ran out the salon to come here. So and it's still beautiful. It's nice and wavy and pretty. So.
Because I'm doing the
Okay.
stare.
So
You
you
know
can
the
just wet
stare
and
we
go.
give ladies when we try and figure out if somebody's hair real. You know, when
Oh,
you
yeah,
look
you
at
thought
it
I
from
was
different
Indian.
angles
You thought I
and
was
you
Indian.
tilt your head a
Well,
little
you know what
bit.
I'm gonna
Right.
say? I'm gonna go on the assumption that the majority of it is not real.
Why?
I just go on the assumption that it's not real. I just do.
I am offended.
Well, you know what's funny? A lot of girls that has actually natural pretty hair still gets weave and hair extensions.
So you'll braid my hair up and sew
All
it
the
in
way
and all
down.
that.
So,
I'm coming.
But
What
I just
the
don't
heck?
want to
we're
look. I
waiting
told
for
her I
you.
don't
We
want to
open
look like
tomorrow
I'm
from
Chinese.
8 to 3.
8 to 3.
8 to 3 tomorrow.
On Saturday.
Oh, that's a
Saturday.
You take
Saturday
your
thing. I work
last
a regular
appointment at
job.
3
I can really
o'clock.
do that.
Oh no, yes, at 3 o'clock.
What's the average time for a weave, a full head sew-in closure?
About 3 hours.
About 3 hours. And it's one person or is it multiple
Well,
people?
we-
I'm
no,
suspicious
we
about
just
2 people
have-
working on my head.
We have an assistant that will wash you and braid you, and then I'll do the weave, the style, the cut. You know, the main
Okay,
part.
so I'm coming for you.
Okay, I'll
Okay.
be there.
All right. Just so we know.
But
So-
during the week, we're open Monday through Friday. We're closed on Tuesdays from 10 to 7 p.m. And on Saturdays, we're from 8 to 3.
So you close Sunday and Tuesday.
Sunday and Tuesday.
Okay.
And how long does a weave last?
It can last you 2.5 to 3 months. We don't recommend you keeping it in after that because your hair underneath that's braided up will start to lock up. We don't need that.
No.
So
Yeah.
2.5 to 3 months.
And I can wash my hair underneath it?
And you,
All right,
I
I'm
was
sorry,
asking you to
conversation.
wash
I'm
it.
sorry.
I was asking you off air about maintenance, and a lot of women I see they don't get the maintenance. Do you recommend? Because this is
I
this is a
highly
nit for
recommend
me.
it.
No, this is this is a nit for me.
Right.
Should you get a perm before you get a weave?
No, not at all.
Why?
Because your hair is going to be braided up. You don't need to put the chemical in it and have a weave over top. A lot of people's hair will break off from that because you're pulling on it and it's just been relaxed. Versus if you just get your natural hair done, your natural hair braided underneath, you know, it's fine. Your hair is not going to be out, so it's fine. Please don't get a perm before you come.
Right. Because I still have some of mine out in the top and on the sides, just so it looks more natural. But I haven't had a relaxer in probably 6 months.
Yeah, well, I haven't had one in 5 years. We're team natural over here.
Team
You
natural.
see how straight my hair is? We can get it straight.
Right.
I'm addicted to
we
the
had
creamy
the hair
crack, but I
discussion.
won't
You
get
don't
it.
We
need
had
it.
the hair
Don't need
discussion.
it.
Here, team natural.
Well,
girl.
no, let me explain something to you. I need it because my
No,
hand-eye
not.
coordination.
I'm telling you, you don't.
I'm lazy.
You
I
don't.
like to wake up, unwrap
don't
my
need
hair, and
it.
keep
What's
it
more
moving.
lazier than this? What's lazier than this?
I
Do you
know, I
see
hate
me?
ponytails.
I'm glad nobody else can see me. Do you see me?
Yeah, they can see you.
They can see you. They can see you. Yes.
I am so sorry.
Now it's over here. Because I have to
honey.
see what's going on with that monitor.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Okay.
Well, next time you see me, I may have a bob.
Okay.
From Bella's Weave Boutique.
From Bella's Weave Boutique.
Uh-huh.
I done left and you done converted my girls with some hair.
I sure did.
I'm already there.
Like Beyonce.
I'm already.
She didn't
See, listen.
convert me.
Listen, I live in Harford County. I
take
used
me
to
a minute.
I used to travel to Bowie. I went from
Right.
Bowie, and now I go to Fells Point. The lady who does my hair is now on maternity leave.
Oh, so you got to get
I'm
done.
sitting there like,
Yeah.
okay, how you go on maternity leave? And then her sister said, well, I can do your hair. Honey. I'm a little particular. If you want to braid it, I'm good with that. But, I don't know.
Well, check us out, Bella's Weave Boutique.
Okay.
Well, that's what's up.
All right.
Okay.
All right. So, you said you have a website. What's your website?
Yes, it's bellasweaveboutique.com.
Okay. All right. So, everybody, if you need your hair did,
Your button naps busted.
and you know how black women love their
You want that
weaves.
flat, flawless weave?
Yes.
You want to
Your
look like
European
Beyonce?
Beyonce.
Your
Beyonce.
when you want your European look.
This ain't a Beyonce group. Okay.
I like Beyonce.
I like Beyonce, but I'm not.
Okay.
You know,
All right. I'll let y'all have that. But if you want to look nice and you want to get a weave and one thing I do like when you go to salons like this is when you can buy the hair right there. I don't have to go buy it and then come. So this is all cool. This is great stuff.
Very much so.
So we'll look forward
You're
to
on the
seeing you
other side of the earth, but I
We're
will
not far.
travel.
We're not far.
I'm
Not
in
far
Harford
from here.
County.
From here.
I'll make it there
Just come
before I
straight
get to
from
the
here.
land of Kush. I can tell
Wow.
Well, I'm only here on Fridays, so.
Okay, so you come before you come here.
Okay. All right.
go.
Gotcha. All right. All right, y'all. So, I want to thank Tiara for coming and
problem. Anytime.
talking to us. And she has very nice Indian hair.
Yes, she
It
does.
is beautiful.
Thank
it
And
is.
even her regular hair is beautiful.
I look Indian, right?
She has real.
Yeah,
You
I'm
can
trying to
see
figure
where her
out.
real hair, which is natural, is
Trying to
a
figure out.
beautiful, beautiful head of hair. So.
Thank
Right.
you.
Right. All right.
Thank you, Bella.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, y'all. So, listen, we're going to take a really, really, really,
Really
quick
break.
and then we come back, we're going to our dilemma question of the day. And we're also going to do our popcorn picks for the weekend, which I believe Sassy has a pick for us. I also have a pick that I've watched on Netflix, so I'm going to give that
I
too.
watch mine on Netflix too.
Yeah, see. Me and her, yeah, see. That's my girl. All right, y'all, we'll be back.
No, no, no. You don't love me, and I know now. No, no, no.
It's the cast of Women's Talk.
Be my sweet
Each and every Friday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's funny,
Hi, this is Sugar.
Hi, Sugar. How are you?
Oh, this is Spice.
entertaining, and very controversial. It's a little some for the ladies. Women's Talk on WPBRadio.com.
All right, WPBRadio.com. Home of classic, old
got
school,
it.
smooth jazz and R&B. Y'all two, y'all gotta be up on it. Y'all gotta be.
Oh, dang, we too slow.
Well, I thought I would have said it, but I thought that was KL Boogie's part.
That's me too. That's what I'm
Excuse me,
saying.
I was getting right. Didn't I say it last segment?
But you take a. You gotta be.
You
in the
seat,
She
so
said,
I'm looking.
WPBRadio.com.
No.
No.
.com.
You gotta say it's sassy, sexy.
.com.
Not like you in the bed.
Oh,
doing
darn
it.
it. .com.
Like you in the bathroom.
.com.
All right. Listen. So we posted our dilemma question,
we
and
put
I
mine up too.
probably got like 1 million comments on it. But here's our dilemma question: you or your husband or boyfriend have a joint account. You both have discussed him starting a new business, and you agree that it's a good idea. A few days later, you go to make a purchase from your joint account and discover a large amount of money has been withdrawn. The amount that he discussed, actually the amount that was withdrawn is the amount that you guys discussed for starting this business. No final decision was ever made. So
Y'all just
how would-
talked about it.
You just talked about it. So how would you handle that?
Oh, you have something to say? My son rose his head. Like, what you know about that?
I got a response.
Okay.
I'm going to say your name, B. Amir Beersford said communication on both sides. In this case, the wife should let her husband know how she feels about him withdrawing the money without her consent or complete buy-in. Looks like a case of assumptions gone bad.
That's a nice one.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
All right. So I have quite a few. I'm gonna have to just kind of pick through some of them.
Do 1, 3, 5.
Okay. Joyous said, say something is a good idea does not equate to a final decision between two people when discussing money matters, and it surely doesn't give the other person the green light to make a huge withdrawal without getting the okay from your partner that you share the account with regarding the withdrawal without truly discussing a plan of action. When dealing with anything, especially finances, a plan of action must be in place and a mutual decision must be reached and agreed upon by both parties to proceed with the go-ahead. First you cool off, then you spaz the hell out. Afterwards, a long and necessary sit-down would definitely be in order. Both people have to be on the same page. So just because I agree with your idea, we must also agree how to handle our money concerns.
Now, what's interesting, I just want to add this real quick and you can read some more.
Mm-hmm.
No one questioned what she was about to purchase because she didn't say that she talked to him about anything. She was going to make a purchase. And that's how she found out the money was gone.
But she could be purchasing groceries.
She could have been at the grocery store. She could have been getting a weave.
She could have been like me, checking that account every 3 hours. And you just happen to see that deduction.
Every 3 hours.
Every 3
What's
hours.
wrong with you?
Let me talk.
Oh, my God.
I'm
And
a broke woman. No.
your husband listening
You
to
checking
you,
it
by the
every
way.
3
Let me
hours?
tell you why I check accounts
What
every 3
you
hours.
doing,
because
boy?
you have things that are automatically debited out of your account.
Okay.
And so for me, banks do their transactions at 9 o'clock in the morning. They do it again at 12. They do another run at 3. And then they'll do another run that evening. There are different times that your money ebbs and flows within your account. I keep a watchful eye on my money.
Obsessive Virgo.
Yes, I am. I mean, it's part of my daily.
I check mine once a week,
Oh,
maybe.
no.
Because I used to work in a bank, so
A bank will get to you, okay? They will be putting all kinds of fees and surcharges. You may get a random charge that's not yours. When I say I'm fanatical and obsessive about looking at my accounts, I am fanatical and obsessive when it comes to looking at my money. So if my money came up missing, then we would have to have that conversation.
Okay.
But if you have that relationship with somebody, if you trust them and you feel, okay, you know, well, I hope this is a good thing. Now, if it's $10,000 and you left with $10 in the bank, that's a separate discussion. But if you have enough where what he took isn't going to prohibit you from paying your bills, then you have to have a conversation about communication, like your person said, because then it just becomes, it could have just been a misunderstanding. But when you playing with your rent,
the church's
food,
money,
money and lights,
Yes.
the church's money is how I
Right.
look at it.
The building fund.
Yeah, the building fund.
Exactly.
The building fund.
Right, right.
That's when it gets a little different for
Right.
me.
Okay. Beverly said it's joint. We agreed it's a good idea. That translates to go for it in Mang English.
Say that again.
It says it's joint. We agreed it was a good idea. That translate to go for it in Man English.
Okay.
In other words, Man English. Like that's
Man-
what
man
they
English.
said. Oh, she said it's a good idea. Let me go for it.
Oh, you mean man translation?
Yeah, but
Right.
she
Like,
said
it got
she-
lost in the translation.
No, she put Man English.
Yeah,
I
no,
get it.
but it got
Right.
lost in the translation.
Exactly. Right.
You want me to read this?
Yeah.
Kenda has one from her website. It says, talk to him about it to make sure that that's what it's used for. Make more solid rules on the rules for withdrawing large amounts of money, and then make sure my name is listed as co-owner of the business. All right now?
All right.
Amen.
Go
All
ahead,
right
Trina.
now, go Trina.
Go Trina Maxwell.
So these must be women, because I got a guy.
No, this was a guy that said something to mine on mine. His name was Amir. The
Because I had a
communication.
guy that said,
Okay.
how much did she put in? He was like, if what he took was how much he put in, then she really
See,
can't
a
say
house
much.
divided cannot stand. You
Say it
got to
again.
be
See, and this
together
is
with this.
and this is where people get it, especially when you marry.
Married.
And this is where you get it. Like I tell my husband all the time. He says, "Well, that's my honey. It's community property.
Community.
That means that if in any case I have to take your butt to court, I get half.
I get half.
Okay,
Because you
So,
get half of that
Maryland
debt.
is
Ain't no-
a community property
ain't no
state.
me. It ain't no you. It's we.
There,
Man,
if
you
you
need to
had
get my
debt,
son
if
out
you
here.
accrued
She got
debt,
me
you
like,
would be
oh,
responsible for half that debt.
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
No, my
Good
mother
with the
always
bad.
had their account,
And her,
and she had her
hers
account.
Yeah, mine
Right.
did too.
And my mother still has their
Right.
account, and she has her account.
See,
now, my father
I-
ain't smart enough to have two accounts. He
No.
just has the one.
Now, see, I have my account. We have the bill account that just has my name on it because I pay the bills. Then he has his account, but that's joint.
Most women,
had
It's
me
his,
until
but
that
it's
last
ours.
one.
My
It's
mother
mine,
did
but it's mine.
my mother, the house stuff, it was in her name. She wrote all the checks and
Exactly.
stuff. All he did was, baby, you know that the check get ready. I'm just went to the bank and put on the picture. She said, all right, good. And she, how much was
That's
it?
it.
Da-da-da-da, and write out the bill.
Mine
That's
won't
so
even know
funny.
it's nothing in there unless I say, okay, sweetie, I left this. This is what I got. This is what I
That
took.
is
And
so
that's it.
interesting. Yeah.
But I mean, because I pay all the bills,
Exactly.
which I kind of think that I always tell him, I think that you should have some knowledge. That's why I keep a book of what I pay, and because anything can happen to me,
Exactly.
and you have to be able to pick up and go. So I keep a book of everything that we pay. I put it in a drawer, and I tell him, look, if in anything happens, this is where I have it. It has all the account numbers, everything in it, because he pays nothing. So,
But you can't have two CFO, too many hands in the cookie dough or whatever you're putting too many hands in. Like, I really believe that. I have a separate account. We have a joint account, and
Does
he has his own
does he
account.
know this?
Yeah.
I was making sure because you know you're saying it. You're saying
Yeah,
it
he
on-
done because
Oh,
he's
no.
listening.
No. He already knows. But I have my
I
own
wait for
account.
your phone start
I know,
buzzing.
right?
I was trying to look out
Such
for
a
you.
bad habit. No,
No.
but I have my account.
Right.
He has his own separate account. We
Right.
have a joint account. And
Right.
so there are times when I may need something from his personal account because I may have done something a little more than I anticipated with the joint account. But as long as there's communication, see, for us, I like to make sure that, because I have the same issue with him that you have with your husband regarding, they just want to make sure it's done.
Right.
But you really need to be aware of what our financial situation is. And so there are times I may be like, babe, I just need 10 minutes of your time. Let's run through this. This is where we at. This is what we have. This is where we're going. This is what we're doing. and that's that. Passcode. Never. I'm gonna read this later.
Right.
But all of that. But money's funny. People, you know.
I get real strange when it comes
It
to
can break up a relationship. It really can.
I got a text yesterday. I got a text and said, quote unquote, we are going to be better with our money. That means you are going to start making me lunch every day. You know, my immediate look was at work. You know, I get this, and he said that I'm putting you on an allowance. I said, is that with your money or with my money?
Right.
I can't.
Now I got crickets after that.
Right.
So then that has to be tabled for the weekend. That's a weekend discussion.
Right. Right. Hey,
how dare you put me on a budget with my money?
Right.
But I think
an allowance. An allowance.
It's how you say it.
It's how he
one.
said it. It was very demanding, very controlling, and I was like, "This."
But is he going to be on a budget with his
rabbit
money?
ass mind?
But is he going to be on a budget with his money?
Yes, he's very good with money. He's very good.
But see,
with
though,
money.
she ain't even there yet because of how he said it. She
That's
was
right.
Gemini.
Right.
It would have made
But is this your account or is this a joint account?
I have not married nobody.
Okay,
I
I
don't
just-
commingle funds
Now see,
until
now
my
see,
name changed.
Now
see
see
what I'm saying?
That I totally agree. I don't think boyfriend and
Definitely.
girlfriend should
I
have no
don't
joint. 'Cause,
commingle
Ladies,
funds.
pay heed
Right,
to
right.
the
I live
advice
with you,
of
but you
Miss
can't have
Sassy
my
and
money.
April J.
Yeah,
Yep.
absolutely.
Until you get the bling bling,
Right.
there is no
That's a
sharing
kin
of
of
the
common
money.
the
trying to
money.
take
Until the minister says,
I
I pronounce
and then
you.
even
That's
then,
right.
we just gonna go ahead and get an account together. I ain't closing nothing.
Exactly.
I'm gonna just go ahead and get a different account.
Right.
I mean, and I'm trying to be
So now
smart
let
about
me
it
ask
because you have a lot of
so
women that don't think that
You
way.
guys are really stressing the point of having your own
You should.
to the side.
You should.
So, does that say anything about the level of
No.
relationship
No.
or openness?
You know why I did it? Because my parents were married for quite a while when they had me. And at one point, they got a divorce. And my father left my mom with basically nothing.
Okay.
So from then on, even when they got remarried, she kept her account. She kept her money in her account. She took whatever money out to go into a joint account, which paid bills, and that's the way it stayed. So she always kept her money because she said that would never ever happen to her again. And she told me that. She said, "Look, you know, it's great to have be all in love, but at some point you gotta have your own." And that's what I always did. I always kept it. I didn't keep it a secret from my husband. He knew I had he still to this day, he still knows that I have an account with my name. I have an account with my name. I have an account with my mom and me on it. And, you know, he has his account and my name is on it because I withdraw money to pay bills. But at some point as a woman, you have to have some type of security.
So, if a man could he have his own separate, non-joint, without your name on it account?
I wouldn't personally have a problem with that if he decided to do that. But
Okay.
most like most men, some of them just they rather their wife take care of it.
Yeah. Well, my name is Keegan Williams, and I'm just a guest here for the moment. But one thing that seems to be a trick question inside of it is that hyphenated that / boyfriend. I mean, if you would really want to go into business with your boyfriend, and you know he hasn't made a commitment with a long-term financial thing with a marriage, could you really trust that person with a large sum of money?
Hell no.
Case in point.
Out of the mouths of babes.
But to answer your question, a lot of women do. I mean, they don't look at
Trust them with their
they don't look at the
babies.
long picture. And we've had people in here earlier. I've been at networking events where you have to have a plan for where you want to go. So when you do your business plan, it's 3, 5, 10 years. So if you don't see yourself with that man or woman in 3, 5, or 10 years, why then would you give up your money and invest financially if you can't invest emotionally?
Right. Right. Unless you have a really good solid contract.
And unless it's a really, really good business that you could potentially see
Like
the
a red
potential
box.
for it.
Right.
Like a red box back in
Like
the 90s.
a red box, or like I remember when Netflix came out, I was working at BG&E, and I remember my coworker saying, "I just bought stock in
Girl,
Redbox.
somebody
Well,
talk about
if he kept
Redbox,
his-
yes.
If he kept his stock in Redbox, yesterday Redbox went from $58.27 to $392.15.
Just like Apple.
Per share.
Yeah.
Wow.
Per share.
That's what
And
I
he got in
always
when it was $5 or $6.
I always regret
Me too.
not
Me too.
having
Not having
when
Apple, Google.
because I did have stock in Apple, and I ended up pulling out before it really got hot. And I wish to this day I wouldn't have, because I probably
Me
would've
too,
been
because I could have came
really
to you for a
nice.
loan.
Somebody told me about Redbox back in the late 90s, early
And you didn't believe him.
2000. And I said, ain't nobody putting their bank card in no random type machine. Ain't nobody doing that.
And look at it now.
You couldn't see the
I
future.
can't wait to go to Redbox.
Right, right. Now that's the same thing with internet. Everybody keeps saying, "Oh, that's gonna be a fad." That's why I said, "Okay, let me invest in now," because you never know. All this gonna take over
All
traditional
this.
radio. So
And you know what I love about this is we're on the traditional and terrestrial radio and satellite radio is that I like that there's no real regulations and people can really be real and speak their mind
Exactly.
and what they feel. And it may not be good all the time and the things that they say, like the lady who said today that racism is the fault of African Americans. That's another show. But they're able to say it through the sheer fact of freedom
Right.
of speech.
Exactly.
They're able to say it.
Right.
So that's what I appreciate about the internet radio and the satellite radio. Not necessarily terrestrial radio where every 2 minutes you got to play a song.
Right.
And you trying to have a talk show on a regular radio station
Exactly.
is nearly impossible because
Right.
it's so filled with music and commercials.
Exactly.
Which is why I listen to terrestrial and internet radio.
There you go. There you go.
I'm glad. I just
WPB
there were
radio to be
different
exact.
types of radio.
.com.
All right. So I have a couple more comments. Dana says, "You mean after I stopped cursing and put my eyeballs back in my skull, I have to talk with this dude. May or may not be in a calm state of mind and tell him just because I said it was a good idea doesn't mean for him to automatically take funds out. He would have to put that money back." So
She sound like she ain't playing.
But the thing is, we haven't discussed how much money it is. So what if he only took $100? What if he took?
Weiss?
I understand what you're saying. If he took 10,000 and then we are left with 10, but what if it wasn't for this business venture? What if it was a gift for you? Then how would the woman feel if? Because
Or the side
we're
chick.
making the assumption, but we're making the assumption
And
that
see, that's what the issue would be. Wondering
what
what he took
we're
that money
wondering
for.
what he took the money for.
Exactly.
Remember in Love Actually when the husband bought the girlfriend a gold necklace, and at Christmas they opened up the gifts, but the wife had found the necklace before, and she thought it was for her, and then when she opened up the box, it was a Joni Mitchell CD because he knew she liked Joni Mitchell, and she had to literally pull herself together for the sake of her children because she knew that she had seen a gold necklace. And
The
if
children
I
would've had
didn't
to
get
put
the
him back
necklace,
together.
our daughter didn't get the necklace.
Where
Where
that
did the
necklace
necklace?
at?
And your sister didn't get the necklace. So where did the necklace go?
Where that necklace at?
It went to the secretary.
Oh.
It went
Now,
to the
could you
secretary.
imagine going to the office and seeing old girl with the? That's a whole different show.
It's a whole different show. But the
That's a
fact of
whole
the matter
different
show. I hadn't
is,
even seen that
I
one. I
can
don't know what
see
you're
where a woman would think, "What did he do with the money?" Go ahead. We got the youngin wants to say something.
Come on, baby.
But the interesting
closer.
fact, the interesting fact about this is that all these different things that go through your mind is the reason why putting business and relationship together can cause so many different problems. I mean, just right now we jump through from giving money to a different secretary or just blowing the money off. I mean, all these different insecurities, or not so much insecurities, but different things around trust comes up, where it could have been, used for anything else.
Okay.
And a child shall lead them. Oh my goodness.
All right, so those
no
were.
woman pulling the
I
wool
do
over
have.
his eyes.
No, I'm not playing. Mama not playing that. Mm-mm.
I do have a comment from a male, huh?
Are we gonna do the hot question?
Oh,
We have to probably save that for next week.
I'm
yeah.
gonna have to remix that
Yeah.
for next week.
But here's one from a guy. Freddie says, "Hey, say something can't wait. Some things can't wait. Men usually talk about things, get to the point, and are done. Maybe it couldn't wait for a second confirmation. The conversation should have ended with him saying, "Okay, I'm doing this tomorrow." So you're sure? Then no confusion. Even married, it's no joint going on. F that.
Well, I just think
Okay.
that
He sounds a
it did
little
not
bit
take but a
angry.
minute for him to be in line at the bank and say, "Okay, babe, I just want to let you know I'm taking this money out for such and such
that's
and
what I
such
would
and
think.
such." Because to me, if he's not communicating that information, then that's just to say he's rather asking for forgiveness than permission, and he's just going to go ahead and do what he has to do. And I think that speaks to respect more so than anything else.
Right.
But okay.
All right, y'all. We're gonna wrap up, but we do want to get into our popcorn picks for the weekend.
yeah.
So I'm not sure what's in the movies right now. I haven't even looked, but if you do have a Netflix account, there are some good movies out there. So I know, Sandra, you said you saw
Oh
one.
my God. Okay, since I've gotten my Kindle, I have been Netflixing it up.
Love it.
Okay. So outside of House of Cards, which is an excellent series, and Orange is the New Black, which is another excellent series, I've been looking at a lot. I'm a romance person, been looking at a lot of love and romance. So today I watched The Coalition. And The Coalition is about about NFL side chicks, or NFL side chicks, and they are showing how these women are falling in love. They're being wined and dined, and we think it's like a side piece or a side chick, and it's only a week or two. Some of these women had relationships for months and or years, not knowing what was going on until they go to get into the VIP section at the club, and that's when it all goes down, where they tell them that, no, you're not the flavor of the month, or your name isn't on the list. So it's a really, really good movie. I was surprised at the level of acting. I thought was pretty good, at the plot line of the story, and it was written and produced by Terrell Suggs, who is the Ravens. He's the Ravens player, so he really, really, really shocked me. And the other one was Dysfunctional Friends, and Dysfunctional Friends was about what's the guy? Not Lance Gross. No, not Lance Gross. It's another guy that played in it, but
what did he play in prior to that?
I cannot think of the name of the movies that he played in. But basically, it is a group of friends who get together because one of them died, and they went to college together. And as you go to college, you spread apart, you split up. So in order to get them together, they had to stay in his mansion for a week in order to inherit his money.
I think
because what he
saw
had amassed was a fortune, but no one knew it because he was always skydiving or snorkeling or doing something dangerous, and everybody else was living their life, and life happens. But he got there. These were the friends that they hung out with in school, and he got them all back together to try and get that group back, to mesh them back together. I was really, really surprised. It's on Netflix. That too was a really, really good movie. And then the third one was called The Marriage Counselor. And
from the stage play?
No,
Okay.
completely different. Nothing to do with the stage play. Tyler Perry, David E. Talbot, neither of them are involved in this. But this was a really good movie because it expressed three couples having an issue. And the movie, and just to not giving it away, but the movie starts off with, how many of you are in love? And everybody goes, yeah, and she said, that's great, because the majority of you in this group will not get married, and those of you that will get married will end up in a divorce. She said, so you need to, and that's how she broke it down. And everybody got quiet, and they looked at each other. She said, you think you know each other, and you don't. So you got to check out, especially, I recommend it for, and this person knows who I'm talking about, when people are going through some things in their marriage, and one spouse doesn't see that there's a problem. And this movie just puts it out there. It just, it was an excellent, it was an excellent movie. I was upset about Captain and Tennille.
But go ahead.
Then Muskrat Love Down.
I know.
I was 39 years. 39 years.
Love
and
didn't
then
keep
you
them
in your
together.
70s. But wait a minute. She's in they're in their 70s, like
And
really.
he said that he didn't know why.
No.
That's the part that I found sad.
Which
that
is
she
why
filed for divorce, and they asked him why were they breaking up, and he said, I don't know why. And for him to be that old, because with men in particular, when they've been in relationships so long, you see how men really, I don't want to say depend on that woman, but they get so used to the habit of their life. Like, we had a grandfather in our family that the wife passed away, and he would still fix her breakfast every day, and he would sit it at the table and he would eat his breakfast every day. And it's, I mean, when you think about that, exactly. But you have that kind of love that that lasts, or where some people are just, I don't want to say oblivious, but they really are just, they're so into the habitual every day where, okay, we wake up, we eat our Frosted Flakes, and then, you know, this is what we do. And when that shifts, you know, I felt really bad for them.
Yeah.
But I do want to say, when you were talking about the coalition, it just made me think of the song where he says, "Miss Thing, there is no guest list tonight." and then
that's
the beat
exactly
drops.
that was the whole thing. And then these women who were commiserating together, basically, they got their revenge. This was, and I said, I watched this at work today, and I was at work. I couldn't even get my work done for looking at it. But Terrell Suggs, if you are listening, I had no idea that you did movies. Number one, number two, I had no idea that you were writing. So you know you're using your head for a lot more than what people see as a jock, which I want to commend you. And the movie, again, the plot was great. It was tight, a middle, end, and a beginning, and the acting. There were a lot of new actors in it, and the acting was excellent. As a matter of fact, I was almost crying at the end.
Wow.
Listen, I'm a sucker for love and romance. I loved it. I loved it.
All right. Well, my pick for the weekend, I actually watched one of T.D. Jake's "Woman Thou Art Loose," and this is the one with Blair Underwood in it.
Is that Kimberly Elise?
And
in
Kimberly
that?
Neal.
Elise.
Yeah, that was good.
Oh, O'Neal.
Yeah, Kimberly Neal. It's not Kimberly Elise. It's Kimberly.
Yes, it is.
Is it Kimberly Elise?
Yeah.
I thought it was Kimberly Neal. The girl that played in Why Did I Get Married To?
Yeah,
Married to Tyler
Kimberly
Perry.
Elise. You're right. Kimberly Elise.
Kimberly Neal.
Oh, look. Gemini
Time
not
to
gonna
check
Google
the
it.
facts.
Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead.
Well, while y'all doing that, this particular movie, there was this couple. They lived in New Orleans, and the daughter ended up being kidnapped. And during the time, I think the police came to the house, and they were trying to figure out who took the little girl. I think she was like six years old, and the one of the police officer who was played by what's the lady who played Foxy Brown?
Jackie
Pam
Brown.
Grier?
Pam Grier.
Pam Foxy
Pam
Brown
Grier. She
Grier.
was in that movie, and she basically told the mother, she had a rap sheet a mile long. She was a drug addict. She was a prostitute, and her husband never knew this. And so her husband and they're thinking that somebody from her past probably came and took the little girl. But as time went on, there was like this guy in the neighborhood that was snatching little girls, and the sixth day he would kill them. So they're going like day by day by day up to the sixth day. And come to find out, when they finally pick the guy up, they're putting pictures in front of him of different children, and he's saying, he's telling them, that was his child and all this stuff.
Wow.
And when they put her picture down, he says, no, that's not one of mine. So it kind of, what happens is that, the husband really couldn't forgive his wife because she had a past, and he kind of held it against her. But come to really find out, in the end, he ends up having some skeletons in his closet.
All right, don't give it away. I'm
not going to give it away. But he ended up having some skeletons in his closet, which, kind of played a part in his daughter's kidnapping.
And what is the name again?
It's called Women Thou Art Loose.
That's the part 2, right?
It's
Part
Sharon
2.
Leal, not
Sharon
Kimberly.
Leal.
Okay,
Elise.
Sassy, you were right. Geez,
But it's really, really
Kimberly
good.
Elise she's a great actress.
Right,
too.
she
She's
is.
a great actress.
But
the
it was
first one.
it was a really, really good movie. I would have never thought to watch it. But when I saw it, I was like, huh. Because, they show you like little captions. I told my husband, I said, well, let's watch this. And we watched it, and it was really, really good.
Really good.
So,
but you know what? I remember his sermon, T.D. Jake's sermon, the Woman Thou Art Loose sermon. And that was really why I wanted to watch it, to be honest with you. So
right.
Go, Sassy.
I'm not really,
Right.
religious and stuff, but I liked it.
Yeah, it was really good. It was really good. So it's a lot of movie. House at the end of the hill was really good.
I don't watch no movies like
that.
that.
Was really
Can't
good.
sleep. Can't sleep.
Well,
Can't
considering
sleep.
it's supposed to snow and it's gonna be really cold, I
yeah.
will have a movie weekend.
And White House Down.
That was
yes.
that was
Oh,
really
Channing
good.
Tatum. Scrumptious.
And then Olympus Has Fallen. That was
excellent.
Oh, that was
really?
good. That,
Yes.
Oh, that was
I gotta
good.
go to a Red
That
Box.
was good.
Yes.
I haven't seen those two actually move.
Now I watched this weekend. I watched Steve Jobs for
With
Apple
Ashton Kutcher?
with Ashton
A lot of
Kutcher.
people
said
said
it was
he-
good. How was it?
Well, you
Yeah.
know what? I'm gonna be honest with you. I knew nothing about Steve Jobs before I watched this movie.
Okay.
And all I learned about him was that he was an obsessive control freak. And when I say obsessive, he obsessed more about his iPhone and Apple than he did his own family. I mean,
did.
some of the things that he went through, he needed to be humbled
Right.
when they took his company from him.
Right.
He needed that.
That's true.
And I hate to see people because as a creative, you hate to see someone take your intellectual property
Right.
and do what they want with it. But he needed to be humbled with
He
that.
did.
He
Oh,
really
he
did.
did.
It was. I'm telling you, it was worth watching. I watched that. I watched. Oh God, what was the other movie?
And
I
this
got?
is all on Netflix.
This is well, no, I got that from Redbox.
Okay.
That one wasn't from Redbox, and
But it is on Netflix.
Oh,
and it's also on Hulu.
I have, and I know we're not supposed to plug, but tomorrow I'm interviewing somebody, right? But in order to do that, I watched this show called ACOD, and it was called Adult Children of Divorce. And it showed how children go through, even as they get older, when your parents have been divorced for 20 years and hate each other. And one of the brothers was getting married, and they wanted both of the parents there. But the mother wouldn't come if the father, and the father wasn't going to pay if the mother. It was just showing how they had to go through this minefield. That even though you see them, that you might be 20, you might be 30, you might be 40, the divorce of your parents still affects you in a certain way. So I did it kind of as research, but at the end of the movie, they had all of these people, men and women, black and white, vowing they will never get married. They were talking about how the girl was like, I think this is my dad's 5th marriage. I think it's my mom's 3rd. I don't know. I've had so many stepfathers and so many stepmothers. So it's just, that was a good movie to pick up on Netflix. I mean, on Redbox. You know, just you can look at it as entertainment. I looked at it as research, but it was called ACOD, Adult Children of Divorce. And they are affected as are children.
Yeah.
And the
Get your
children grow
popcorn
up to
ready.
be these adults who are distrustful, who do not believe in the institution of marriage because they've never seen marriage. The one lady said, and she was 38, she had never seen her parents in the same room together.
What?
38 years old. And that broke my heart with my parents still being together. You know, she had never seen her mother and father in the same room.
No comment.
And here go my sons acting like it's a crime to
Hey.
kiss in public.
My parents are divorced, but they still are.
It's an amicable one.
They're still really good friends. I mean, they
'Cause
talk.
they love
They
they
talk.
little
They talk
April
every
J.
week. They talk every. Well, I mean, they take
And we had
being
Miss K. Bell over here.
Well, I
Silence.
they take being grandparents seriously, and I mean, they talk every week. So
Are they married to different people?
No.
Your parents still getting it in together.
Ain't that something? Her mother
Don't
is a
start
pastor.
that. Yeah,
Girl,
don't start.
you watch
no,
your
my mom,
mouth.
no, my mom is strict.
Strict. Not tapping nothing.
No, strict. My mom don't play
Then
no
she gonna
stuff.
say tap that church plate.
Next
Put
thing
it
I
in the
know,
church plate.
next Friday I'm gonna come in here. She gonna be sitting there talking about you gonna recap that.
No,
you
no,
gonna
no.
take that back.
I have to tell them. I don't know why y'all just don't get remarried. I mean,
Maybe
this
they
is-
like my neighbor. My neighbor lived in
They've been
Baltimore,
divorced twice, and
his,
I'm like,
and his
but they
ex-wife.
still.
But maybe they just
Maybe they
not
can't live
together.
together. Maybe they literally can't. My uncle
But
is
they're
married to a woman.
fine.
And he said they
She
can't live
said
together.
they fine in front of you, April.
No, because he was here over the Christmas holiday. They stayed he stayed with my mom, but they stayed in separate rooms. And my mom cooked for him, washed whatever clothes he had, and
I ain't thinking like that about no pastor.
See, don't start that.
Separate
See, there you
rooms.
go.
Because you
There
know what the
go.
Bible say. Once she
Now,
married,
listen.
she married.
Listen. My kids would have said something. My kids were there most of the time, so my
Get in
kids
that
would have
bed.
said something.
My you can go
youngest
play
one-
the Wii, boo.
No, my youngest one is extremely nosy.
Inquisitive.
Extremely
She's
nosy.
inquisitive. Don't say nosy. She's inquisitive. She's
Okay.
a curious child.
Whatever you
Says
want to
the
call it.
former child.
Yes.
That chick will report. Okay.
Oh Lord.
I
When
told
you
her,
don't wanna report,
right, I
she
told her, I
reporting.
said, you need to go into journalism because you can report.
Wendy Williams.
But
in
you
the
next
making.
time tell her write it down and then give it to your mother.
Oh, no, she got journals.
No.
She keeps journals. Oh,
The
yeah.
little one?
Hell yeah.
Are you serious?
What?
Yes.
Mm.
It will
I think
tell
it's
you.
beautiful.
It will tell you quick. Don't read my journal.
I
Don't read
wish
my
it-
journal.
That's right.
That's right. That's
She
her
said
private
that's my
thoughts.
thoughts.
Her private thoughts.
Exactly.
My mother didn't
I
respect none of
encourage
that.
it.
My mother didn't either because we
Mine
was smoking
either.
cigarettes and she came in the room. Whose cigarettes are these? We was like, why would you was in my room and stuff? This is my house. This is
That's
my
right.
room.
Right.
I said
You
it
ain't
was
got no
Amy. Amy from
expectation of
school
trying
day
to
gave it to
privacy.
me.
You know what?
Amy. I ain't getting in trouble. It was always somebody else. They not
Gemini.
mine. They
It was
Amy.
always somebody else.
Mm-mm. I don't know how they got in my pocketbook.
What?
Oh my gosh! All right, y'all. So,
I'ma tell you the story.
so we gonna get out of here. I know we're
Yes.
like way over time, but
Yes. This
next
was
week what
fun.
we have coming up next week?
Men's roundtable.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
The men's round table. Get ready.
All right.
With the
ready.
men's.
So who we gonna have for the men's roundtable?
I haven't finished, but I did have a request that we choose some guys from our station. So I don't know who's brave enough. Because
I'm calling out grown folk.
I'm calling out Live Wired.
I'm calling out Coyote.
Oh, okay.
All
well,
right.
Okay, well, I guess there it is.
Grown folk.
Okay.
The men are grown folk.
The men of
okay.
Live
The
Wire.
men are Live Wire and Coyote Man.
Okay.
They all
Challenge.
they all think they know it all.
5:30, 6:30, 7:30. All right, we got it for
Whatever.
every little.
That'll
I'll
be
be
great.
making my phone
And
call
listen,
upon completion
And
of
listen,
said
I
show.
know Live Wire have comedians, and in the event that they have a show, another good show is probably Broken Filter.
I've been
got
wanting
that
them.
right.
They be ignoring me. Man, I have been shout out to
wait a minute.
Mr. Ego.
Challenge.
I am Ego. Come up in Women Talk on Friday.
What you gonna do?
I am Ego.
When you got to break it down for him. I am ego. What?
I'm going to try to make that happen.
All right, y'all, we're going to get out of here. This
Yes.
was Talk with April J.
KL Boogie.
Kenda B.
And Sassy Scribe.
We'll see y'all next week. We
Yes.
outta here.
I have got to get in the right rotation.
On this. Little Caesar.
Queen Bee. That's me.
Check it. Yo, I be buying V's, so all my girls be eyeing C's. Coming backstage, dying to get pleased. You got me, I rock the Versace and linen. While you spotting, grinning with a bunch of foxy women. While you speedball with cars, that's the valid. I get clothes custom made from a stylist. Cruise in my Lexus land with no malice. While you walk the street until your feet get callous. Take you on the natural high like a pallet. It be all good, toss your clothes like a salad. When it's all over, put your vote in my ballot.